Hey guys, welcome to Dow Jones and ES Futures Review. I'm going to go over what went down since last night and this morning. We've had some pretty good setups, so the levels we're also respecting. I want to get right down to it. We're on a 45-minute chart right now. We did mention this downtrend line, how we were breaking out of it. This was also considered a bull flag. It's not perfect, but it's clearly sideways consolidation after this massive move up. What we really did technically, what I would say, is retest this breakout area with the failed breakdown last night, which was picture perfect. It happened at 3 a.m., which is why I am dying to make a bot that would trade with my setups and my levels, but more on that soon. Afterwards, which we had a situation where I had a dip and recovery level right here. We ended up dip and recovering it, but it became more of a reclaim. Why was it a reclaim? Well, we clearly lost that around 7:30 last night. We back tested it a few times overnight, set up a failed breakdown below, so that was the ideal setup. And then after that, we started our continued acceptance of this 45.34 level. This was the previous attempts to go above, rejected, set up a trap below, classic setup, came back in the morning hours around 7:30 to back test it, sold down a little bit, and then took off. One could have entered here at 9 a.m. We had clear acceptance already multiple times. Otherwise, if they didn't get that, they could have waited and caught a perfect third acceptance of the sell below and then a push through yesterday afternoon. Afterwards, which we just continued up. So going forward, last night we actually just consolidated right below this resistance. It was the setup above now if we can reclaim it. Otherwise, we needed structure. What did we get? We got structure. We set a low at 3 a.m. We back tested this level from the resistance level and then came back down and then continued to sell sideways a little bit before at 9 o'clock, and I'll go to a 15-minute chart here for educational purposes. We can see at 9:15 we ducked below that low. We pretty much tagged this level almost exact, and then we recovered this overnight low. Classic setup again in Dow Jones futures. Very simple. Set a low overnight, come and dip below it during the open, and then recover, fail breakdown. First entry. Second entry was the reclaim of this level. You can see since Tuesday night we had multiple tags of that before selling down, setting up multiple failed breakdowns here, and then the last one was the setup that would have had you long. If you missed that, you could have taken the reclaim here of this level, and that is now working out beautifully. As you can see, we are starting to push up even more and starting to target the levels above, which will be this right here first, and then further action afterwards. We even had a retest of the breakout multiple times today at 10:45 and 12:15. Multiple entries here if you didn't get the first one. Really good setup right now at Dow Jones. If looking forward right now, we're reclaiming this level. You can see that was set, perfect tag, couple tests, and then sell. Now reclaiming it. If you sell more, a failed breakdown of these lows will be great. Even better would be a failed breakdown of this Wednesday morning low at some point. Real quick, going to ES futures. Last night we pushed above this level and we're just kind of consolidating around it for a long time. At that point, overnight, we set up a little mini failed breakdown. Nothing really much to do here. However, later in the morning hours, we set up an awesome little dip and recovery. We had DNR here. We broke through this level last night, so at some point we wanted to test it. Our direct test is not the best setup, but a little dip and recovery, maybe one that had gotten as low as this level would have been better, but we didn't quite make it, so one could have taken the dip and recovery. In my opinion, I wouldn't take it because it's so close to the highs that we had recently. I'd want more of a pullback. Otherwise, what I was looking at was a reclaim of the 64.83 level. Clearly a magnet level. We sold from there earlier this morning. We came back and tested it at 9:30 and pushed down. So at that point, I thought if we can get over this little high, we should be good to go a level or two up. That's exactly what happened. Came back, supported us with the second or third entry here, and now we're again at this level, this resistance. We're trying to reclaim it. If we do reclaim this, we should be able to hit 65.07. On the downside, if we can sell a little bit more and set up an afternoon play, that will be potentially a failed breakdown of this, one that can tag this or this before going back up. And ideally, we can lose this low, tag this level, maybe as low as 64.64, and set up a failed breakdown of this with an entry around 64.76-ish. So now I'm looking at that. I'd love to see a failed breakdown of this low that will come down almost as low as here, if not lower, and set up ES for tonight.